Horror relies heavily on the audience's fears. As technology advances, do these audiences become more immune to the props and creatures used? Do these traditional filmmakers have to upgrade to more effective ways like CGI and VFX? Or can these traditional horror filmmakers stick to the old ways of using practical effect? We at the VHN sought to find this out. We talked to Lawrence Sanders, manager of the props department at Escapade in Camden, to ask him his thoughts on the use of CGI in horror films.
I don't think it's ruining it, but I think it's best to use a limited amount of CGI. I think if used properly, it could be very effective. Too much, I think, cheapens the effect.
Throughout the years, horror directors have tried their best to convince the audiences of the impossible. Keeping this belief alive has become more difficult as our eyes and brain are trained to not believe the impossible.
All of the top 25 grossing movies from 1995 to 2015 have used CGI in their films. It seems that has become a necessity. We asked you guys on our website what you thought. Of the 100 16 to 18-year-old horror fans that voted on our website after watching a clip from The Fly, all of you said that it looked outdated and could tell it lacked CGI. However, 30% of you said you would still watch the whole film. All the winners of Best Horror Film from the past 5 years have featured CGI.
We met up with Corin Hardy, director of The Hallow at the BFI South Bank, about the making of his film and his opinions and best examples of practical effects.
As I grew up, I watched a number of sort of fantastical movies and, Steven Spielberg's films and Jaws and E.T. Yeah, and I have involved CGI in my film The Hallow. It's very much a mixture of techniques. I think now you have the ability to use CGI. Whilst I love practical effects and I tried to make The Hallow very organic and in camera to try and do everything for real, partly a budgetary limitation. You've had J.J. Abrams who just made the new Star Wars film, and he did a mass amount of practical work and had stunts happening and sets built. And I think it sort of shows in the quality of the overall film. The guy that inspired me was Ray Harryhausen, who is no longer with us, but he was sort of the pioneer of stop motion animation in feature films. Then I think the Alien in Alien, the original one, is a sort of a brilliant conceived creature effect. It's not all practical effects are great. If you film it right and it is real and it's in camera and the audience that's watching is swept in by the story and the tension and everything you've built up to this moment when you have these effects in your films, there's something that, because practical effects are real, they're practical in camera, if you can make them feel real, there's no sense that you're being tricked with a computer. And I think as a human being, the minute you sense a computer's involvement in something you're watching and being told is real, it doesn't immerse you in it, and it doesn't hit you in the heart. And if something hits you in the heart, whether it's like an emotional moment or a scary moment or an action moment, that's what cinema's about.
We asked you guys in our box of horrors what you thought.
CGI, it works really well, but then it's also nice to know that some of the effects are real.
Films need to be realistic. Using too much CGI could, ruin the film.
People, they go overboard with it. They do really unrealistic things. So it just ruins the movie sometimes.
CGI is getting to a point, it's getting so advanced now, some people can't tell the difference. So, will CGI overtake practical effect? Or do filmmakers and audiences need a more real effect for a real scare? This is Raven Cook Houston at Voice for a News.